And now, Freelance Heroism presents Dragon Heist.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Freelance Heroism. My name is Dees.
And I'm Rachel.
And before we even get started, we just want to say thank you to everyone out there who donates at the Patreon, in particular those who donate at the producer tier.
Mm-hmm.
You help us make a better show for everyone. Rachel, would
Yes.
you like to let us know who they are?
I would love to. We want to say thank you to Duncan, Nate, Breakmeister, Rebecca, and Chris Sones. Thank you so much, everyone.
You all kick ass. We really appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
And we couldn't do it without you.
True.
So Rachel,
Yes, Dees.
you had a very good idea for today's intro.
Well, we'll see if it's a good idea.
I like this idea a lot. I think it's interesting. So,
Okay.
Explain sort of what we're about to do here.
So, I don't know if you know this, but I read a lot.
Yeah, she's a fucking nerd.
And I love talking about books, and I think it's really interesting when people share what they read. And I think that I have a pretty I don't know if I'd say eclectic, but I think I have an interesting mix of what I read, especially for this year so far. So I thought it might be fun if we kind of go through them and I get your reaction to maybe some of the stuff that I've read so far. You can ask me, you know, what some of this stuff is about.
Can I just say a thing before we start?
Of course.
I think you've read more books this year than I've read in 10. I'm looking at your. I don't want to like put you on the spot by giving away your stats or anything, but holy shit.
You can. It's fine.
Okay. You've read 53 books this year.
Yes. My goal is 75.
Which you're going to fucking shatter.
My super goal is 100, which last year I got to 97. So
that's pretty close.
Yeah.
You couldn't just read 3 pamphlets or something just to top it off. You could. I read a Wendy's menu. That's sort of. It was an online version, but okay. So let's see these books.
Okay. Do you want to look at so I have like the stats here, but we can just go straight to the books if you want.
Show me the stats. I like the stats.
Okay. So 53 books, 15,015 pages.
Ooh.
And there's also one audiobook, but it doesn't seem to record time for some reason.
Hold on, let's do the breakdown. Okay, so it looks like the vast majority of the books by theme, it's by mood, are dark.
They're dark.
So 22 of the books are dark.
Yes.
And then adventurous looks like the next one, pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
Mysterious. You know what? I'm getting kind of a vibe here. Reflective.
Uh-huh.
Interesting. And then, okay, so now we're getting down to the smaller widgets. There's tense.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Informative. It's only 7?
Yeah, I don't read a lot of nonfiction. I'm trying to make an effort to read more, but sometimes I just want to read like a fantasy novel.
Wait a minute. I'm looking at one of these down here, and it feels like it should be higher. There's funny is on this thing. Keep going. 3. What the hell, Rachel?
I don't know.
Sad is only 1. What was the sad book?
Let's see. We can click on it. Oh. This is Pachinko by Minjin Lee. I wouldn't say. Well, I guess there's sad elements to it.
Yeah. It's reviewed well.
Yeah.
And you just remember these in your mind from reading them.
Yeah.
How long do they hang out in your brain?
Well, it depends how good they are.
Okay.
All right. Let's go to the books.
Okay, books it up. I'm excited.
All right. So these are the most recent.
Okay, so should we do the game where I try to guess what it's about?
Sure.
Okay, Dragon Wall. It's about a wall made of dragons.
It's kind of true. Yeah.
Is it made of dragons?
It's made of one dragon.
Well, that's not very. What? Is he shaped like a wall?
Yes.
It's like a worm.
He's like a dragon that got like transformed into a wall. So this is the Forgotten Realms book.
Right.
And it's not that great, as you can see by my 2.5-star rating. And it's called Dragon Wall, but they don't they encountered the Dragon Wall in the first book, and they don't encounter it at all in the second book. So I don't know why they named it Dragon Wall.
Okay.
But it's like these people are invading another land that's protected by the Dragon Wall, and spoiler alert: in the second book, they're already past the Dragon Wall. So
they're already past it.
Yeah, they're already past it.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
All right. So the birthmark is about. Oh, that's by Nathaniel Hawthorne.
Mhm.
It's about Mikhail Gorbachev. And it's a political spy drama where actually Mikhail Gorbachev is an agent, a sleeper agent, for the McDonald's crime syndicate.
Oh.
He sneaks nuggets into foreign territory.
No. So The Birthmark is a short story about a man who is married to this beautiful woman, and she's like so charming and smart, and everybody is in love with this man's wife.
Right.
However, she has a birthmark that's shaped like a hand or a heart or something, and it's on her cheek. And he just focuses on that, and he's like, my wife is a troll because of this one tiny birthmark on her face, and I must use science to remove it. And
What?
he ends up like convincing her that she also needs to get rid of this birthmark as well.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Survive the Night. Okay. It's about some teenage girl, she's probably like in college,
Uh-huh.
and a bunch of people are trying to kill her. So she has to survive through the night.
Pretty close.
Pretty close?
Pretty close. It's about a college girl, and
Already right.
This takes place in like the 90s, and she needs to get a ride home because she's not having a good time in college. Her roommate got murdered by a serial killer.
She didn't make it. Her friend did not survive the night.
And she is like, I got to get out of here. So she decides the best way, instead of letting her boyfriend drive her home like the upcoming weekend, she's like, I need to leave now. So I'm going to get on this rideshare bulletin board and pick this random dude and drive home with him. But he can only leave at 9:00 at night, and it's a 6-hour drive.
Is he a vampire?
Well, like as they're driving, she starts to wonder if he's the serial killer that killed her friend.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That sounds terrible.
This was also the worst Riley Sager book that I have read up to date. Normally I love Riley Sager because he writes these really ridiculous thrillers, but this one was just dumb. It was just very dumb.
Okay. So next.
Pachinko, which we mentioned.
It's about a game machine.
Mm-hmm.
A pachinko machine in a local eatery.
Uh-huh.
And actually, here's the heartwarming part.
Oh.
That the people in the neighborhood all gather around and have heartfelt conversations, and the narrator is the pachinko machine who experiences life happen around it.
Wow. You know, that's kind of close.
What?
So
no
it's
shit.
It's an intergenerational, like multi-generational novel about that follows like 3 or 4 generations of this family from South Korea who moved to Japan. And so it starts in like the early 1900s or something, and you follow this woman, and then you're following her daughter, and then like her children, and seeing like the hardships that they go through. And one of the sons ends up like getting involved with pachinko machines, and it's seen as like really kind of low class because it's like gambling, but he's really, really successful, and he's in fact he ends up dropping out of school to run the pachinko machines. And his brother, who got like into this really prestigious college, and everybody thought that he was going to be the successful rich one, doesn't like have as great of a life.
Huh.
It was really good.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I was closer than I thought.
you were. This is another. Next one is another Forgotten Realms novel.
Shadowdale, which I see is reviewed very poorly. It's very poorly reviewed.
It was not good.
Well, okay, so let me guess why it's not good.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so it's a D&D. It's a Forgotten Realms novel. I'm gonna say that the characters in it are cartoonish, and not their motivations are unclear, because that seems to be a trope that sort of happens in those types of books. And that every male character is built like a trapezoid, and every female character wears a loincloth.
Pretty accurate.
Pretty close?
Yeah, pretty close.
What would you say your major complaint is with Shadowdale?
My major complaint with Shadowdale is that there's just not like a real, like there's sort of a plot, but the heroes that we follow are just sort of like bickering with each other and just happen to like be in the right place when plot things happen, and you don't really see them motivated or interested in actually solving this thing that happens, which the trilogy here is about the all the D&D gods get cast out of like D&D god heaven, and they're all forced to take on like mortal bodies because somebody, it was Bane, stole the tablets of
spoiler alert, you gotta read Shadowdale from 1989.
somebody stole these powerful tablets that this super god was supposed to guard, but Bane stole them, and now Bane won't give them back, so everybody has to be human now.
Man, gods be stealing. Am I right?
And it was just really really boring. The writing was really bad. Like every time the party the party would do something, it like the author would describe him as like the black-haired fighter did this, or like the wizard from such and such place did this. And like everybody is just referred to as like their class and their hair color. So you're saying
it's very much a AOL chat room LARP or role playing, I guess, not LARP.
A bit, yeah.
Okay. People we meet on vacation. This is supposed to be very good. I heard about this actually. I heard that this was good. It was like a recommended list from some popular like late night host. I bet it's a description of okay, so I think that this is probably from a person's perspective who does a lot of traveling and talks about the different types of people, and I guess what's the word I'm looking for? Like the differences and similarities of different people that you would meet on any trip. Okay. And comparing them to each other and to the narrator's life. Or a wild sex romp where a person goes to a nudist beach and just does it up with everyone, and those are the people they meet on vacation. And meet is spelled with an A. Oh, gross. So people we meet on vacation is about this woman who is like a travel blog person. Pretty close so far.
And she ends up working for like a travel magazine, and she had this sort of like yearly routine with her best male friend where they would go on vacation together to somewhere, but they would do it like really cheap. Right. Because when they first met, they were both like poor college students. Right. And so even after she got successful, they would still kind of have this annual vacation where it's like we're gonna rent a crappy Airbnb and do all this stuff. Okay. But then they have a falling out. Oh no. And it's hinted at for the entire 400 pages of the book of this terrible falling out. And the book is about her like trying to rekindle her friendship / romance with her friend. And when you
They
find
still
out,
go on
like,
the vacation, even though they had a falling out.
they don't for a few years.
Oh no.
Yeah, and then she's finally like, I'm just gonna ask him. I'm just gonna see if he wants to. And I think he's like, he happens to be, I think, like going to his brother's wedding somewhere, and she's like, well, that's great because I already have this vacation planned like a week before the wedding in a location that's really close by, so we can hang out.
Oh, weird. Counter stalking.
But like the you find out the falling out at the end of the book, and it's not as dramatic as it's like led up to be.
Oh, okay.
Which was why I gave it 4 stars, because I was like, that's kind of a lame thing.
Okay, fair enough. Here's another Nathaniel Hawthorne one. Young Goodman Brown. I think this is about that guy from that song, Bad Bad Leroy Brown. And Young Goodman Brown is his nephew, who is actually the writer of the song, in order to hype his uncle's legend.
Okay.
So this is about the development of that song.
Uh-huh.
Bad Bad Leroy Brown, baddest man in the whole damn town.
You know, there is a theme of bad in this story.
Right. Okay.
So Young Goodman Brown is about I think he's like a pilgrim or something. It's that sort of time period.
Right. Is that all Nathaniel Hawthorne? It's all that.
Yeah. And he's he's married to this woman, and her name is like Faith or Grace or something like that. And
Of course.
Just like the heaviest handed symbolism that you can get. And he's like such a good man. You know, his name is Goodman. And
yeah. Subtle.
And he's like, oh, I have to leave my beautiful, sweet, perfect angel wife because I have to go into the woods for mysterious reasons. And like
Obviously.
he sees all the other.
Sometimes a guy just has to go out in the woods just for no reason.
And he, like on his way into the woods, he sees like the other like good people of the town, like all these upstanding Christian folk. But then he gets to the woods and he's like there to make a deal with the devil. And all of like the good Christian people in his town are also there because they've already made a deal with the devil.
Oh, it's like when you go to the porn store as like a joke, and then you see a bunch of people you know there, and they're all like, "We all came here as a joke." I'm like, all of you? Why is your basket full? I get it. Oh, you want to hear a funny story? This is weird. It's not really about books.
Okay.
But one time, a friend of mine, he worked there at this kind of local porn store, and so me and my buddy Rob went to go drop him off at work. And while we were dropping him off in the parking lot, we saw one of our teachers from high school, and we were just like, and he saw us, and we saw him. Oh. And I was just like, all right, because we were there for a purpose, to drop someone off. He was there for a purpose, but it was not to drop someone off. It was to pick someone up or something up. Okay. Sorry.
All right. It's all right.
I won't say his name. But if he's listening, you know who you are. Motherfucker.
All right.
Hope you had a good night.
we probably bored everyone enough with my talk about books. Even though I have plenty more that we can go over if somehow this intro is a huge hit and people want to hear more about what I've read this year.
Well, I think that this is fun. I like guessing the books. That's like one of my favorite parts. What do you think?
Well, I think you did pretty well on some of them, actually.
I'm a fucking brilliant mind. I'm probably one of the best in our generation, and humble as fuck. Probably the most humble person anyone's ever heard of or met.
Okay. Well, we should go to this week's Dragon Heist.
Okay. What's the title?
So I purposely kept the title from everyone because you guys picked the title during this episode. So I didn't need help picking a title, but I thought it was so funny and I wanted to get your reaction.
Okay.
So this is Dragon Heist, episode 59, Shadow Poopits. What do you think this episode is about?
No fucking idea. Shadow Poopits.
Shadow Poopits.
What? Shadow Poop. I'm trying to remember. Shadow Poopits. What? Is it an accurate title? Does it make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
No shit.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
All right. In the interest, so I can find out what the fuck that's in reference to.
All right.
I don't know where we were.
We were in the sewers.
Yes, we were
And
in
then
the
we were-
sewers.
yeah.
We had a fight with, I think, some of Maloon's guys.
Yes, you guys fought Maloon and his team. You took them all down. You got the stone,
Yes.
and now you
Look
guys
at the stones on this guy.
and I believe Cedric are continuing down the sewers, following the trail of blood.
Yes.
Blood trail.
And I believe Nate has the stone.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And then
Side note, Nate.
If I didn't before,
My
I
boss
do now.
thanks you for the citrus smell in the lab instead of my normal
Good.
solvent that runs him out of the lab.
Good. I'm glad I could help.
So
and we were with Cedric's group, but then most of them ended up going back, right?
yes, yes.
Okay.
Yarga,
Yarga,
Gymna, and
the Viper.
Viper left, and as did the mage.
Okay.
Someone wants to deliver a message to your aunt, I believe.
Yes. Gymna did.
Yeah. Yeah, we pretty much pick up at a T intersection, I believe. You guys are about a little about ankle deep in the sewer water right now.
Oh, no. Someone
Guys.
piggyback me.
I'm sorry. What? Your grandfather's not capable of doing those sorts of things. If anything, you should be carrying me.
That's not going to happen.
Well, I see there's no respect for your elders these days. What is the world coming to?
Mm-hmm.
You just stand there in that poo water then.
That's the guy who's shorter than me standing in the poo water. A higher percentage of you is submerged.
I'm a politician, sir. I'm used to
So you're
kind of
saying
used to
that
this.
you're full of shit, and so you're buoyant. Like,
Well, yeah, maybe a little. It don't bother me as much as it bothers you, apparently.
I'm weighed down because I only go once a week. It's heavy. That's how you get that density. You get your stamina higher. All right. I don't know what the goal was exactly.
I believe
we were looking for the flay.
we were looking for Flavor Flay and trying to, I suppose, potentially rescue my sister, assuming she hasn't had her brain sucked out yet.
Oh, she's dead. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I mean, out of character, she's fucking dead, Jim.
All
We're
right.
sending Kirk to space. Did you see that?
I saw that.
Yeah, they're gonna send him to space.
Hmm.
But not Mark Hamill. What's up? Just saying.
Just saying.
All right. Back to the game. But not Mark Hamill.
As you guys continue following the trail of blood, you notice that the center begins to get deeper, but it's still shallow on the sides. So I mean, you can still stay about ankle deep on the sides, but if you begin to walk in the center, though, it starts getting a little past knee deep.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to take some of these kind of like torn, tattered rags from my bag and like stuff it in the sides of my boots to create like a clog around so it doesn't get in the boots.
You're well aware that that's an absorbent material, right? That's just going
Gonna
to
stop
in.
the thick chunks from getting in there.
Mm.
It's the liquids.
Yes,
I'm not,
it's the thick chunks that are such the problem. Yes,
it is. It'll be like walking in mud after a while. Ever walk up a muddy hill? You'll lose all the traction.
I see.
Yeah.
I will just stay on the side.
Yeah, with
Too.
poop in your boots because you didn't follow my lead. And I'm gonna hand them the extra scraps. Anybody? All right, poop shoes.
I feel like we're already in this.
Every character you have has been in poop water.
That's not true.
Name one that hasn't.
Callie.
She was in the sewage water
What sewage water?
when the dragon was chasing her.
That
She was
wasn't a
submerged
sewer.
in.
That was a temple in the middle of the
There was a
ocean.
bunch of bloody, gunky runoff in
That's
there.
not
Yeah.
a sewer. That's not a sewer.
Look, it's sewer plus. If someone poops in water, that becomes sewer water. If the person hasn't pooped yet, gets killed, now it's poop that was already in them plus bloody gore in the water. That's soupy poo water plus. Right?
From the makers of OxyClean.
That's like if you put lemon juice in a recipe, yeah. But if you dice up a lemon, it's still got lemon juice in it. Anyway, my point is, according to the transitive property, all of your characters have been in poop water.
I'm excited. This is my first character in poop water. This is my initiation.
I feel like it won't be the last.
I would imagine it won't be.
D-Walk has really been hitting his stride with this theme. He's like, I really like poop water. I want that in more games.
Poop water's the new cowbell.
It's like, I got this new D&D book. It's called Poop Water. The Poop Water Arcanum. All right. Sorry.
All good.
My
It is
boots are-
dark. Go for it.
My boots are clogged, though, just to clarify. Okay, go ahead.
It is dark unless you guys have torches lit or anything.
I have dark vision.
I know you do.
I'm
I'm
an
talking about the
elf.
other two.
Also, don't sleep.
But I think the Ganassi also has dark vision.
I don't.
What?
I have a lantern hanging around my shield.
I do not believe
Okay.
that I do.
Do you have poop vision? You can put your head under the water and see
Can
clear.
see that everywhere. Would it be under features and traits? Right? Thieves can't, cunning action, fast hands.
Mhm.
I have resistance to acid damage. I can breathe air and water, but I do.
You want to breathe this water?
I have a swimming speed of 30 feet.
Not in this water.
Yeah, but no, I do not have dark vision. Now,
All right.
the player in me says yes, I would absolutely have a torch. The scientist in me would say the last thing I want to do is bring a large open flame into an enclosed sewer system.
I can have an object shed light, but only bright for 5 feet and then dim for another 5 feet. But
yeah,
it
but
won't-
don't you have to take my shield bonus off
No,
for that?
no.
Well, I think 10 feet is better than no feet.
I have a lantern on my shield.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Well, then-
can use my light. You don't have to carry anything.
Okay, then turn that motherfucker on. Let's go.
It's on.
Oh, okay.
We're arguing in lantern light.
He's like, hold on, can you hold that over here so I can see to try to see where I put my torch? I'm like, you don't need it.
Yeah. Gotcha.
All right. You guys continue down for a little bit. It seems kind of quiet except for the sound of the water just running past your feet and legs.
Ugh.
I would like to not be in the lead, by the way.
I'll be in the front because I have the shield. If someone wants to walk beside me so they can see on the other side of the shield, that's cool.
That would probably be me.
Yeah.
So
You're old, so you've had a good run of it.
If anyone's going to die of dysentery, might as well be me.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I had a patron come in today. I'm sorry, I hate these two
Oh,
people.
you're sidetracking us.
And they're like so dirty and gross. And one of them, he's always talking about how he has a boyfriend in the Philippines. And I think it's just someone in the Philippines who is scamming him because he's a moron.
Yeah.
And he's like, sorry, these books are late. In the facility we stay at, 5 people broke out in shingles and then just like dumps a stack of books on the table. And I'm like, I don't want to touch these.
Isn't shingles like? Isn't it like I'm genuinely not certain because it's an old man disease. So Nate,
Yes.
do you know about shingles?
Yes, I
Isn't
do
it
know
like
about.
chicken pox?
So you can only get shingles if you get the varicella virus. Yes,
Right.
because if you get it as a child, it manifests itself as chickenpox. Once you've had it, it lies dormant in your body and can be triggered again in older age, and it's not pretty.
Yeah, and you
it's
can get
like
a vaccine for it, right?
you can get revaccinated. You can get a vaccine for it, but and it will help reduce the symptoms, but it's already in your body. So all it will do is just keep the flare up from getting too bad. After my dad had his kidney transplant, he had a flare up of shingles, and it's like, imagine itching on the inside.
No, thank you.
Yeah, that's
I already
pretty
have
much
that
it.
sometimes if I don't wipe good enough.
Oh.
No, I mean, like, imagine
kidding.
your legs itching, but you can't. Scratching them on the outside doesn't make it stop.
I have a question though.
Yes.
So not everyone gets shingles. It's like
Not everyone- no.
1/3 of people get it.
Yep.
So yeah. So
Yes.
that's good.
It's still gross, and I hate
Yeah.
them both.
It's not something you want to. It's not something you want to come in contact with if you can help it. Ugh,
Anyway,
so.
sorry that I sidetracked us talking about shingles. Let's get back to walking through poop water.
Remember to wash your hands.
Yes.
Do not
But
eat
lick your
anything
fingers
in the
first. You
sewers.
get all the chunks off.
You guys don't have Adria to pray for your food, so you guys have to make sure.
I'm sure there's a game here somewhere, right?
Somewhere.
In here.
Yes.
I
I
think,
think it would be good to have an episode that was nothing but this. And then at the end of the game, we're like, all right, let's go to the game. Just like maybe like once a month, just have a game that's just
Once
like goof off.
a month. We're like 11 recording sessions behind where we are in the release schedule.
Think about how good it would be to not have to edit anything though, just to cut, and then maybe bleep out a name here and there. Damn. Or a joke that's about like, I don't know, orphans or something.
She'd still have to listen to the whole thing though, unless she.
But
unless
it'd be
you-
a laugh riot. You're already going to have to listen to it right before you can clip it out. So just leave it in.
That's just making more work.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Still like it though. Cookie Monster joke's never going to go anywhere. No one's going to ever hear my nom 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 Cookie Monster joke.
You know what? I wrote down a reminder to myself, so I'll clip it for the outtakes.
There you
She's
go.
going to Google Cookie Puss later. She's like, it wasn't me, but it will be. All right. So we were in the poo water up to the knees. Okay.
Yes.
All right. As you guys really?
Uh-oh.
No, they're going to bed. So, 1 sec.
Mhm.
Bum, bum. Bum, bum. It always turns into People's Court.
I was.
No matter what I do.
was like, that's- Well, I mean, you could go People's Court or you could go Night Court.
Yeah.
You could go either way.
Well, People's Court is it's like Jared's upset with Debbie because she shit in the laundry. Dun, dun, dun. He said, "Those are my good shorts." Bun, bun, bun. He's suing Debbie for $25.90 at Walmart. Bun, bun. It's like then we got to do like a whole court. The lawyer, there's no lawyer, but there should be, because it cuts down on bullshit. Just give him $26. Like, just get the fuck out of my courtroom. I can't even believe we have cameras here for this shit.
And it's always small claims bullshit.
It is.
There's never
Like-
anything interesting. It's like Bob
I
was
thought-
arrested for triple homicide. It's like-
Yeah, they've decided to settle it here at People's Court. The state of Louisiana has decided to allow this triple homicide case to be run by fucking Judge Joe Brown.
oh,
I
I
have you seen
remember.
Hot Bench? Hot Bench is the worst.
Oh God,
They have 3 judges, and they're all
because-
sassy.
because
they're all-
that's the way the American judicial system works.
You need 3 judges.
You
It's
need
like
3.
yeah.
It's
like
like
the Living
American
Tribunal.
Idol.
And they're all sassy assholes. They're just like kind of like, and what did you say? It's like, that's not legal procedure.
That's not legal procedure.
That's, by the way, hearsay and requested hearsay, which is a strange thing from a judge.
None of those people are judges.
They are. They're actual judges. All the people that do those shows that are judges, in order to claim that they're a judge, actually had to serve in a municipal court somewhere.
Oh, okay.
And
so
then
there was traffic court, and
right, and then they're retired. Once they retire, then they're allowed to do a show as a former judge.
I see. There's
actually procedural courts. So like all those courtrooms are actual courtrooms,
right?
That are just, like civil court kind of. Yeah. It's weird. It's weird shit.
All right, we're in the sewer.
No, he's still dealing with family stuff, right?
Is he? Oh, I thought he came back.
Yeah.
No, the kids have to get beaten or they won't be silent.
Oh, I see.
They have to be thrashed for their insolence. Which I agree with. A good flog had never hurt nobody, except for the person getting flogged.
That's true. So we're in poop water.
Yes, and heading south, following the blood trail.
Yes.
You guys do
Chipotle.
notice the blood trail on the walls does look like somebody is literally like dragging their hand down, leaving you a trail of blood on the wall.
Almost like intentional.
Yeah.
Can I roll a medicine check?
Sure.
You lick the blood.
Fresh.
I wouldn't put it past Raven.
Cholesterol 164.
So 17.
All right. What are you looking for medically?
I want to see if the spatter from the blood that's being drug along the wall, if it's coming out evenly, like it was an intentional cut to some sort of part of the body, or if it looked like a wound that had maybe dribbled down the arm, and is it change density or does it come out pretty fluid?
It's more like somebody like soaked their hand in blood and is just kind of like wiping their hand down the wall.
What about the size of the hand?
It's an adult hand.
Human?
Humanoid.
Okay. Can we see where the original handprint was placed?
There's a few of them because as the blood trying dries out, it looks like they have re-soaked their hand and continued a new one.
Okay.
So it's not like a constant blood off somebody's hand. Sounds like they're dipping it in something. Or
Are we worried that that's Rain's sister's blood?
Well,
maybe.
I am now.
way to go dark there, Rachel.
Sorry.
I was just imagining someone was going to be walking around with a bucket full of blood and doing that. But yeah, let's go for the more obvious and heartbreaking thing.
No, I'm sure she's fine. She probably hasn't even been in this part of the sewer.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking that maybe based on the height of where the hand would make contact with the wall, we could judge the height of the person doing it. Because there'd be a joint from the arm. If the arm were to lay flat against the wall, it would have to be within a certain range. I want to profile height based on that.
All right.
I'd probably be able to get it within like a couple inches.
Somewhere between 5'6" and 6'2", depending on what convenience store they're walking out of.
All right. From the judging of the height, the angle, give me an intelligence based on the height and the angle of the slope of the way the sewer curves and where the hand's located, where the handprints are located.
Oh, 15. What's up? With my -1, motherfucker.
All right. You're guessing between 5'10" and 6'1".
Okay. How tall is your sister?
She's about 5'9".
5'9". Okay.
Yep.
Right on. All right. So the blood continues. It's unbroken, it looks like.
It stops every now and then when you kind of see the smear dry up, and then it looks like a fresh, where it's thicker, then it just kind of goes down as the tunnel goes.
Can I tell how old some of this is? It's been up here for a while, or is it recent?
Couple days, day,
okay,
2. I mean, it's not dripping fresh, but I mean, it's not like pasty, crusty, dry either.
Okay, it's probably damp down here too.
Yeah, the atmosphere from the poop water kind of definitely keeps things moving.
That's good. It's good to know. Right on. If we can get some bile down here, we'll have the trifecta. Well, I guess we'll continue on. I'm gonna kind of keep the shield in front of me, kind of point the lantern so that I can keep an eye on the blood trail.
All right. You guys come up to a crossway where you guys could keep going straight, or you guys can go left or right. Straight, it begins to shallow out some. If you go left or right, it stays deep. But you see the blood trail continue on the other side of the crossway.
Okay. I want to stop at the crossway and look both left and right to see if there's anything that might be in the shadows in those directions.
Past your lantern light, it just looks pitch black.
I'm gonna
And just if you're
Adri.
real quiet, you can hear the sound of the water running.
Adri.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn my shield the opposite way. I'm gonna point to the darkness.
What do you see with your elven eyes?
My brand. No.
Liam, what do I see with my elven eyes?
How far do you see with your elven eyes?
Let's see here. When I say it's
9 miles.
60
I
feet.
can see 4,000 miles.
60 feet.
All right.
It's a
60
millipede.
feet. As you look down, you think you see something on the ceiling.
Oh.
It's in the distance. It's kind of jumpy. You almost kind of see the shadow kind of just jump at the edge of your vision along the roof of the ceiling.
Another pineapple.
Do you investigate?
I kind of just want to shoot lightning at it because I have a range.
That's where we put our children.
I will kind of lean over to Kavir and very quietly tell him what I see.
I'm gonna take my hand, put it on her back, and be like, "Get her, Ray."
Do you want me to shoot it?
I don't know. Investigate it. You can see in the dark. I don't want to let it know that we're looking for it.
I mean, I'll have to get closer.
Yeah, I know. I just don't
Can
want anything to
I-
sneak up behind us.
Why would something be behind us?
Because if we continue down the path, and then it sneaks up behind us.
All right. I'm gonna shoot my lightning launcher at it.
I put a finger in each ear.
This is just lightning. It's not the thunder.
I also
Okay.
put a finger in Nate's ear.
So I have a range of 90 to 300 feet on this. So if it's 60 feet away, then I don't have to roll with disadvantage. Is that correct, David?
Yes.
I was muted. My apologies. Take your shot.
Okay.
Oh God, why are we whispering now?
Not very good. I got a 12.
As your lightning shoots down the tunnel, it lights up the hallway as you see.
Another problem solved.
As it goes through, and you see a bunch of spider webs as it shoots through, and as it continues to pass, the shadow jumps out of the way, drops to the ground into the water, and you see what appears to be about an 8-foot spider land on the floor.
I've never encountered giant spiders before.
I don't know what to do.
This is my first time.
This is my first time with spiders.
You also see 2 more behind it.
Spiders.
On the walls.
There's 2 spiders. I found spiders. I investigated and I found spiders.
I lean over and I go, "What did you do, Ray?"
And as
Someone
the lightning
asks
bolt
you if
continues,
you're a wet.
the light fades over the spiders, and you just see the red eyes for a second as it disappears in the darkness.
I would like to move behind Kavir and slightly next to Cedric.
Cedric's like just kind of face palms.
Wait, you want me to walk over there? There's giant spiders.
How big are the spiders?
8 feet.
8 feet.
And how big is the hallway we were walking down?
Not much bigger than 8 feet.
That's
The
would be
hallway
my
you're
guess.
in is about, in the tunnel you guys are in now, the original tunnel was about 10 feet. This one's closer to 20 wide.
But if we continue walking down the other end, will it still be
If you continue on the one you're at is 20. The spider tunnel though is about 8. Or I'm sorry, about 10.
Just
So
big enough for them.
These 3 spiders pretty much fill up the tunnel they're in.
Okay. So then I can just walk forward and drop my shield down and kind of be in the way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
All right.
Mr. Kavir, we hardly knew ye.
Do we have to go that way?
They're right
But
here.
You
They're
pissed
coming.
off the spiders. I don't think it makes a damn bit of difference which way we go.
I was
now.
thinking if the hallway we were about to go down was going to be thinner than the spiders were wide, then we could just walk down the tunnel and they'd just be there.
No, it's
Yeah.
it's the other way around,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Okay.
I pick up a ginormous rubber stopper that just happens to be sitting behind and just plug it into the hole.
Pull out my
Oh.
can of Raid.
Okay, wait a minute. I don't think this is going to work. No, that's not nearly going to be enough. Never mind. I thought I might be able to create enough water to flush them down the tube, but no.
Spider go down the hole.
Yeah, that was the itsy bitsy spiders going down the water spout. But no, I can only create at this point. I can only create 50 gallons of water, so it doesn't make a difference. I'll just make them wet and more angry.
If you look up in the top corner of the wall, you can see a web that says crispy.
Can we still see the spiders, David?
You can the first one at the edge of your 60 feet.
Okay.
Kind of less now that you duck behind Kavir,
Okay.
but you still see that little shadow form kind of just sitting there, sitting right on the edge, watching you.
Are they paying attention to us?
They are now. The one is definitely now.
Can they? Well, if it's at 60 feet, so I can see it with my dark vision, but they can't see it, right?
Nate and Deese cannot know.
Okay.
No, we can't. I have a lantern on the front of my shield.
Yeah, lantern goes how far? About 20 feet, 30?
30 feet.
Not enough.
Okay. So I want to I'm gonna take out a coin and I'm gonna use my magical tinkering on it so it sheds bright light in a 5-foot radius and dim light an additional 5 feet. And then you can throw an improvised weapon 20 to 60 feet. So I want to try to throw this coin as close to the spider as it can get so that way I can have like a light source basically at its feet.
I think they get disadvantage in light too, don't they? I don't know. I'm not certain.
I just thought we were going to try and bribe the spider, and I thought that was a great idea.
Yeah, this isn't like politics.
Oh, well.
Yeah, you have to give them stock. You can't just. Give them
I
money.
see. Gotcha.
They're day traders.
I can't buy them off in flies. Is that what you're telling me? Giant
No,
4-foot flies.
They do all their trading on the web.
Ah, gotcha.
Can I do that,
Ba-dum-bum.
David? He's gone. He's left us again.
I'm sorry, say that again.
I want to take out a coin. I want to use my magical tinkering so it sheds.
Yeah, 5 feet bright, 5 feet dim.
Yes. And then because you can throw an improvised weapon 20 to 60 feet, I want to try to throw it as close to that spider as I can get. So that way there's a light source close to it. So that way, well, they might not be able to see like down the whole tunnel. They should be able to see like a little bit of light right beside the spider. So that way they know where it's at.
All right, 10-4. Give me a strength check and let's see how far it goes.
Strength check. Are you sure it would not be?
You could use dexterity if you try to skip it off the water,
Okay.
off the poop water.
Yeah.
Are you sure I can't use acrobatics, David?
You could do a backflip and then throw the coin
Because-
really short.
Is your name
Acrobatics.
Dick Grayson?
Acrobatics is for stunts, including dives, rolls, somersaults, and flips. What do you do with the coin? You flip it
Yeah, just like a pancake. That's why you always
Not
roll
happening.
acrobatics to make pancakes.
Okay, then I would like to very quickly cast guidance on myself while I.
Do you see what I did to Rachel? Do you see what she used to be a stickler for the rules, and now she negotiates everything.
Yeah, she's
He
really
gets it.
trying to. She's
It
really trying to
depends-
dig in
it's-
there and find a
it's
loophole.
it depends on the character. Like other Adri would
Oh.
not do this. Okay.
Negotiate
All
with
right.
God about how to throw a coin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
No,
this is
other
fun.
Adri would just like
Athletics.
talk to Strahd in the back of
check.
her head.
She didn't know it was Strahd. It's different. Okay. Athletics check.
You threw the coin down the opposite hallway, didn't you? You
Okay.
dropped it in the poo water, didn't
On my
you?
on my D20, I got a 4, and on my D4 with guidance, I got a 1.
That's 5.
So that would be an athletics check total of 5.
Hold on. D-Walk, can I please illustrate what happened here? Please.
Wait. I'm sorry. Wait. Point of order. You made a huge impassioned plea to roll acrobatics with a +0.
No, that was my athletics.
Oh, athletics.
Because you wouldn't let me roll acrobatics.
Okay. Sorry. I got confused there for a second. I'm like, wait a minute. Why were you trying to push for a +0? That doesn't make any sense.
D-Walk, please let me tell me how far it goes and let me describe what happens. Please.
It goes about 10 feet, and
It should go at
You can
least
take it.
20.
As Rachel throws the coin,
It's not Rachel throwing. it.
Adri throws the coin, the wetness from the poo in the water
Or my
slips the
hand's
coin
wet.
loose out of her hand, and it falls about 10 feet in front of her, and then hits the water flat, and then slowly sinks through it, radiating light through the water and illuminating from the bottom of the pool, allowing us to see weird solid shapes floating around in the water, which we can only discern as chunks of undigested gunk.
Oh, see,
Which-
I would have taken it a slightly different way. I would have said that she would have tossed it and it would have actually landed on a turd that just slowly floated its way back to her.
well, now with the coin and the brightness at the bottom of the sewer, the
Well,
floating feces on top of it are now shadowed on the ceiling.
Right. So now we've got sort of like a kaleidoscope
underlight.
effect.
Yep.
Oh, this is
You guys have just created sewer constellations.
Hey, look, it's the poo stars. That's the big shitter. Gross.
it was a good idea.
Hey, when they get up here, we're gonna see them, and the whole time we're gonna know where the poops are. This is a good thing.
Actually, maybe you can scare them with it. Maybe we can somehow arrange some of the poop to like form a shadow on the ceiling. to,
No, hold
like,
on,
make
quick.
them-
Shadow
Like a
puppets to make
Poop puppets.
poopits. Oh
there's
my
the name.
God.
There's the
We
name of the
warned
episode.
you all
for you.
about listening to this podcast
Shadow
while you're
Poopits.
driving.
Rachel, can you write shadow poopits down as the title?
For those of
Sure.
you that may be in the middle of driving to work or perhaps home from work, or maybe you're taking your kids to school right now, we apologize if you've run into a tree. We at Freelance Heroism do not accept any responsibility or liability for any accidents you may have while listening to our product. Thank you.
True. Also,
Or
I want
listening to it in front of your children.
I also want to use that disclaimer for when I talked about spraying someone's butt with the what is it, Flex Seal? I think it'd be funny, but I still what he said.
Okay.
Oh Lord.
All right. So about 50 feet past where that coin is one of the spiders.
All
A
right.
very interesting way to describe it. Okay, so about 50 feet past that fail throw is where they're at. So just imagine like there were some spiders over there.
Yeah.
Imagine if I had 5 more coins and I threw each one 10 feet further than the previous one. Eventually, this
You
is
know
what
what?
you would see.
David, I'm going to shoot lightning at that spider.
Oh, aren't we all standing in water?
Yeah. I wasn't going to say anything, but
You know what? Never mind.
We're all standing in water.
Did
If
you
we
just fire
fry each
another
other,
bolt?
I tried and I rolled another 4 on this D20.
oh my god! Don't tell me you rolled that poorly.
You lit up the hallway
that,
again. And this
Uh,
time you see a spider rolling up something in its webbing in front of it.
Oh
I don't know. It looked like it was rolling something up, guys. It's really agile and is really great at dodging this lightning. I know it's difficult for you to see because you don't have dark vision, but that's what's happening.
Damn.
So it might have something, or it's gonna shoot webbing at us. And
You
then
think it's gonna-
I step behind Kavir.
You think they're gonna do that like Peter Parker web ball kind of deal? Or do you think they're packing lunches?
I don't know. But if you want to go about 50, you see where that coin is? Go about 50 feet past that.
It's our point of reference. You see that poop shadow over there? It looks like a brontosaurus.
What looks like Abe Lincoln's head.
Okay. D-Walk, we're gonna need some direction here.
Yeah.
All right, what would you like?
I
I
just
would
told you
just
to go
like anything.
50 feet past.
Spider, just tell us what the spider does.
Right
It's
now,
rolling something
she
up.
saw it rolling something up in its webbing. So, with slight knowledge of spiders, you can assume that it had caught something in its webbing, and it's saving it for later.
Oh,
I've never encountered a spider before, so I don't know.
okay.
All right, I'm going to
Aren't you related to Renasmir though?
yeah. I think my uncle's a spider.
I think my uncle thinks he's a spider.
That's
Oh, my
what
uncle
it's
is a
like.
spider. That's
True.
what I meant to say.
Yes.
I'm going to take my shield in front of me, kind of lift it up. I'm going to take the spear next to me, sort of like a centurion. I'm going to move forward, and the whole time I'm going to be slapping the side of the shield with the spear to see if I can scare off the spiders.
All right, go ahead and give me an intimidation check as you walk your way down the hallway.
I keep trying to touch screen my laptop, and I'm an idiot for that. Okay, let's see. D-Walk, I want you to think real hard about this. And just say, like, no, we've been friends for a long time, you and me.
Oh no.
I got a 7. But a 7 could mean anything. Final Fantasy 7 is the best one, probably. One of the best.
Yeah.
Seventh
usually-
Heaven.
Yeah.
Seventh Heaven. That's a show.
Mhm. 7 is usually like the top paying symbol on a slot machine, so that means it's good, right?
Yeah, that means it's real good.
Yeah, it means
Is this sewer going to defeat us? Just because-
So
I'm trying to think of other things that have 7. The movie 7. What's in the box, D-Walk?
the spider, it just kind of almost, you can almost see like this, the main body just kind of tilt, looking at it weird, like
Like a dog does? Like a dog
yeah, and just continues like with its front legs to roll what looks like a body now as you guys get closer, coming out of the water, rolling it up in the webbing.
Uh-oh.
oh, motherfuckers, just move on and let me eat my breakfast.
The other
Hey.
two behind it,
I'm yelling at the spider. Hey, drop it.
If that spider responds in kind, I'm going to be impressed.
I'll have you know that I've been living here for 20 years. Since before the fucking dental office opened upstairs and increased the rent.
Kavir, the spider whisperer.
you see the spider begin to like kind of crouch down into the water with its legs, and one of the ones behind it crawls up and over on the ceiling and goes past it and down in front of it,
Okay.
They assume
and
to be
begins to slowly walk towards you.
That sounds like they're assuming a tactical position to me.
I'm not going to move. I'm going to stand there with my shield and I'm going to look at it like in its face and I'm like, don't make me fucking kill you.
It's a spider. Just kill it.
All right.
No, I got a hard ass off on it. That's how this guy rolls. He's got to give it the chance to go away.
It has an intelligence of like 2 at most.
That's enough to know what an ass whooping looks like.
Does it?
Its
Look,
intelligence
man,
is
I'm-
actually a -4.
I was about
I'm
to say I was
wearing-
expecting minus.
I'm wearing a shit ton of metal right now. This is what a can of whoop ass looks like. So I highly suggest you take your 8 legs and use them for what they're good for.
It begins
Walking
to
the fuck up out my face.
it begins to actually reach forward with one leg and begins to poke your shield. trying to just feel your shield and check it out.
I'm gonna grab its fucking leg when it does that.
All right. Give me a. You're gonna have to drop your spear to do that.
No. I'm going to use the shield. My shield goes on my arm, right? So I can push the shield to the side and use my arm that's holding the shield.
Okay, so that means you would like expose your front to do this.
Yeah, if I want to grab him.
Yeah, you're gonna expose your frontal parts.
Okay, so we're gonna grapple the spider.
I'm gonna grab him with my left hand.
All right, give me a grapple check.
So strength check, right?
Yes.
16.
I got a 19.
I still grabbed him. I just didn't pull, right?
At this point, he begins to kind of just like you see him lift up and his butt kind of crawls under and folds.
His butt folds? Wait. Describe that again. His butt folds?
Well, no, he
origami?
kind of curls his back end under.
Oh, okay.
And sprays a web over you and pretty much kind of everybody behind you in that area.
Okay, he's blocking. Like if you're behind him, he's
well, if you're behind him, then it's going
more
around
web.
him, and you just see this big webbing just shoot past him on the sides and over your head.
So I'm not webbed.
Nobody asked me what I was doing. I've already made my way back up out of the sewer. I'm heading back to my office where I'm going to reassume my life and political career. Just putting that out there for everyone.
Okay, so he shot me like with a big amount of web.
It sounded like
enough to go past you and kind of cover the hallway or the whole kind of circular range.
Can we roll initiative?
Did he have to roll
Yes,
to
please.
hit me? Question mark? Question mark exclamation point?
that's called an interrobang. I
Is that a no?
I mean, when he's it comes out like a splatter, not a line.
All right, he was pretty close.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's only a DC 12 strength check.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll initiatives.
Oh, fuck yeah.
19.
20.
well, let's see how this goes. Like, hey, motherfucker, 21.
Yeah. Cut my
18
webs
plus
off.
3.
Oh. You guys are gross. Sorry, they send me sub messages, Rachel, that you're not in for the really dirty shit.
Oh, okay.
They send gross shit to me all the time.
Mm-hmm. I see.
Sorry.
You're not a part of it. You're just like a victim in that they send
That's
you
exactly
gross
what
stuff
happens.
and you don't ever like send gross stuff back.
No, of course not. No.
When's the last time I sent something gross to you guys?
God, decent.
Why don't you
everyone.
look at the log and tell me who's the last time I sent something gross? I send gross shit to our regular chat.
The
I'm not
last
trying
thing
to protect Rachel from anything.
I don't know. The last time you sent us something was a picture of why is reverse cowgirl illegal in Alabama?
You can't turn your back on family.
You can't turn your back on family.
I forgot I said that.
Oh, you've also sent such gems as poop NATO is a portmanteau.
It is.
Yeah. It's out of the blue.
It is a portmanteau.
Oh, anyway.
But it's mostly you guys.
Yeah.
So, bad example, but
Yes, you also told us that your code word, your special code word was Pepto-Bismol. So we'll have to remember that for some reason. Anyway. All right.
well, I hope you guys know what it's for because I don't remember. All right. So I've been gunked.
Mm-hmm.
This is a bus station all over again.
I didn't know it was Saturday.
People in New York were complaining that they were cleaning the subways too much because of COVID. And they were like, yeah, because everyone always thinks New York subway, too clean.
I can't believe they're taking the urine smell out of here, Johnny. What are they doing?
It's like the only place you can get tetanus by being in the air. You just kind of walk through and get. Ugh.
They clean it too much, people won't be able to know where to go. I mean, the smell was how they knew where to go.
Right.
What you got to do if you want to get to 43rd Street, keep going down there till it starts smelling like burnt ass. If you start smelling a sweet smell in the air, you've gone too far. Yeah, you're having a stroke.
Yeah.
All right. First up is Nate.
Wow, look at that. Grandpa goes first.
Generally, that's how it works.
Yeah. Well, shit. There's not. So the spider is how far did Kavir go into?
I'm assuming he got 30 feet.
Okay, so he got 30 feet in, and now he's got a spider in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
So I imagine I'm about 40 feet away from said spider right now, which is a problem because I don't really have anything that does any reach.
Yeah, but you can move and then do something.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, isn't that what the cane for is, to reach things?
Well, yeah, that's true.
With the little grabby claw in the end.
Oh, would I do that?
I put my socks on with the machine.
Now, keep in mind, I was the one recently advocating for the not wanting to use fire.
Right.
However, I do have a flask of oil in my adventuring gear. That's a and a hooded lantern. I actually have a lantern. Fuck, I didn't even realize that shit. I could have had light too. I should pay attention to my stuff more.
Do we want to start an oil fire while we're standing in water?
With poop? No, probably not.
It's like a buffet of dangerous.
Don't forget the webbing.
And webbing.
And
webbing. Right.
No, I won't do that. I guess I'm going to go up to where I'll go up to where Kavir is, and I guess I will just stab the spider. Sure, why not? That sounds like a good idea. Probably not. 13.
13 is a miss.
Well, shit.
I'm pretty certain. I'm not seeing it on this sheet. I don't know.
Kavir, you are up.
Yeah. Hold on, one second. I'm gonna look at this other sheet here. I might have saved it on the other one.
Okay. Well, while you're looking at that, I also forgot I have the goggles of night, so
you don't even need that lantern that you forgot about.
Yeah, oh no, you could see all three spiders.
I could see all three spiders now. I'm like, oh fuck.
D-Walk, am I imagining this improperly, or did I have an axe that I found from someone?
You did, but you're not attuned to it.
Right.
So, yeah, you did pick up Maloon's axe.
I don't know why it's not saved on here. I should have written it down. It should have been on.
I think I wrote down that Cedric picked it up.
There's no fucking way.
Don't think so.
Yeah, it's the frost one, right?
Yes. I know Cedric talked to you about it because you were the two that knew Maloon the best. And Cedric quizzed why he wasn't using it. Oops, that's a monster manual.
Thing
that is not Dragonized.
Yeah, that's the reason he wasn't able to use his power, because it was a good aligned sentient thing, right? It was an intelligent weapon.
Yes, it was called a Zurich.
Right. Oh, no, I guess it didn't say it. All right. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure, because I was looking for it thinking that maybe a spear might not be the best weapon to use on something with thin legs. All right, I got it saved. Never mind. So it was my turn now, right?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and break this this webbing. You said strength check, right?
Yes, sir. DC 12.
I rolled a 15 plus 3.
You are free.
I'm going to pull my shield back in front of me. And I still take an action if I don't move. The move action could have been the break.
Yeah, I'll count that.
Okay, cool. Then that's what I'm going to do. Oh. Does a 10 hit? Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Does a 10 hit?
No, it doesn't.
Okay. Well, I'm just keeping them honest right now. All right. Well, that's my turn. And a good one at that.
Yep.
The shield's back in place though, David. So try to web me again. Web me once, shame on you. Web me twice, I'm not coming back to this Arby's.
All right. Adri is up.
Okay. What I want to do, because you can move, attack, move in D&D, is that basically I want to like step out from behind Kavir, use my lightning launcher, and then step back behind Kavir.
She's doing a shimmy step.
Let's
To
do
the
it.
right.
Also, like
Lightning
as I
two
step,
times.
Also, as I step, can I see like whoever was webbed up that the spider was grabbing?
The second or the first one that's back about 20 feet.
Can I see them?
Yeah, you can see him rolling. By about this time, it looks, I mean, you can see some hair off the head still sticking out. You can see a couple of the arms
Are they moving?
that are
Are they
fully
still
wrapped.
alive?
No, they're pretty motionless.
Okay. All right. Then I'm gonna shoot lightning at the closest spider. And I'm feeling good about this attack because I'm gonna use a different die. So I'm gonna use my sharpshooter.
Third time's the charm.
That's right. Does a let's see. It would be 19. I'm using sharpshooter, so it's a 14 to hit.
Yeah, you barely hit.
Yes. Okay. So I need several dice for this. Okay, so I'm using my lightning, which is a where's my lightning?
Where did I put my lightning?
Okay, so it's a D6. However, once on each of my turns, when I hit a creature with it, I can deal an extra D6. So
There you go.
do that. Plus 10 from my sharpshooter, plus 5 from my lightning attack, because it's like it's a range thing and it's also a magical thing. So 2d6 plus 15. Oh my god.
That's good.
26 lightning damage.
Zot.
So let me get this straight.
Uh-huh.
You rolled just high enough to clear the AC,
I
and
guess.
then rolled just enough damage to kill it in one hit.
Did I?
Kind of sus there. Kidding. It's dead.
They that's why they call her just enough Adri.
What?
I don't know.
Content.
So I step out from behind Kavir, completely zap this spider into like a crisp, and then I step back behind Kavir.
Well, I do it again.
It has to recharge.
You hear the strangest screech from it as it sizzles, burns, and then now among these exotic smells you're already smelling,
Exotic
burnt
is a nice word.
spider flesh and hair is now in your noses.
Can we please go nose blind? Can I cast
I
blindness
have from a highly intelligent
on my nose?
source that says burnt spider kind of smells like chicken.
Right on. It's good to know. They got more legs.
Yeah.
And
we're fighting over drumsticks.
that's
Hey,
my
there's
turn.
8 drumsticks to go around. All right, that's the end of your turn.
Yep.
All right, next up is the first spider that is wrapping the treat in its legs and
making a spiderito.
This is going to sound weird, but because that spider is eating, it's making me hungry. I'm like, man, that spider's got lunch. We're interrupting its food. Now I'm like sitting here like I could go for like a Crunchwrap Supreme or something.
it begins to pick up its snack and begins to back into the darkness.
Can I yell at it?
You can talk to it if you like.
I want to do an intimidation check by yelling at it.
All right. Hello.
Oh, an A. 22. I'm gonna say, hey, motherfucker, drop it.
It doesn't drop it. It doesn't understand what you're saying. It just makes it move faster backwards into the darkness with its new snack.
Based on my understanding of anatomy, does it look like the thing that it was wrapping up could be alive?
From as limp as it is, I probably would guess no.
Okay.
Unless it was injected with a paralyzer.
This ain't Frodo.
Shit. I'm super worried that I'm going to run down in here and I'm going to try to stop that spider from getting away with this person. And then when I'm in there, it's going to be a bunch of eggs, like egg sac babies that are just going to be like, I'm like, oh my God.
You like rip open the web to save this person and it's just spider eggs.
Oh,
Ew.
I can't even scramble these. This is bullshit.
Spider eggs buried into its chest so it has something to snack on when it hatches.
Ew.
Now I really want Arby's.
That's funny. I just had Arby's for dinner.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I have this Hot Pocket that has beef and cheddar with the Arby's sauce in it.
Ooh.
I don't know if you've had one of those before.
That's a thing they make?
I don't like Hot Pockets generally because I think they're weird. And also there's sort of like a stereotypical about them.
Yeah.
But these ones are pretty good.
I
had them on an off chance one time and they're very, very good.
Nice.
Yeah. I ate them with a knife and fork like the most confused rich guy of all time.
Bruce Wayne.
What is even happening with this? This cordon bleu is the weirdest I've ever had.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think so. All right.
Rachel's doing yoga.
So it continues, and also the other spider continues to back out as well and shoots a web into the hallway, kind of blocking you guys from it.
Bullshit. I want to charge.
Not your turn yet.
Okay.
As they're kind of backing up, Cedric passes on his turn, just kind of watching you guys like, all right. And then it is actually Rain's turn first.
So I'm seeing so one spider has been obliterated and the other two are withdrawing.
Yes, sir.
I think we ought to take this as a sign that we should move on.
They've got a hostage.
You have no idea whether or not that's dead or alive.
Exactly. We need to check.
Do we?
I do.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Kavir on this. We should probably.
Okay, wait.
You stuffed a body in a trunk alive.
He was
And
alive.
stole mail. Well, you're going to turn all self-righteous now on me and say we got to go after.
I'm just saying.
We're going to go after Schrodinger's corpse. Is that what you're telling me?
It's scrotumer. Thank you.
Look, the handprints go down that hallway right there. Right?
What if it's your sister?
Yo, out of game, that was
Checkmate.
low.
Fine.
Checkmate. You're welcome. Checkmate. You can just turn that sideways. If you sign my card for me, I'll turn it into to the judges.
All right. I'll slice through the web and give chase.
Do you run fast enough to catch up to him? You are the one that can. Solo.
Have to love a really well placed. What if it's your sister? Let's all wait. And let's see what the judges allow it.
What if it's your sister?
Perfect caviar retort.
Mm-hmm.
He's really had a good season this year, ladies and gentlemen. He's just putting up big numbers.
Yeah, I'm going to go down the hallway. I'm going to try and persuade the spider to give up its lunch because that's about the only thing I'm useful for. Let's see. Is there anything I have that could maybe
trade you my Doritos for my sister?
All right. How is the spider carrying its dinner? Is it like in front of the spider? Is it on the spider? I assume that I would have to get around the spider in order to try and investigate whatever it's carrying.
It's backing up and into the
So
front
it's
two
dragging
legs.
it.
Yeah, it's holding it with its front two legs and then it's backing up.
Don't know why. There's a part of
Now,
me that
the
wants
center water is about knee deep here,
Yeah.
and it's using its legs to walk on the sides. So it's not in the deep water.
And the body is basically what being dragged through the water?
Yes, sir.
A random assortment of dipping sauces.
I am not strong, so me trying to go and grab that thing is probably not a good idea.
Slide under it and sever the web. Acrobatics. Like flipping a pancake.
I've got 50 feet of rope. I could try and lasso it.
You think that your rope skills are better than that of a spider? Ooh.
I don't know.
This is like something that goes in a bard song.
I guess I'm just going to go up and I'm going to attack it in the hopes that no, that's not what I'm going to do. I am going to use that flask of oil.
I'm going to cover myself in it and slide right in there.
No, I am going to attempt to. I want to take that flask of oil and I want to throw it against the wall right underneath 4 of the spider's legs, or 3 of them in this case. I want the spider to fall. I want it to lose its balance and maybe drop what it's got.
Oh.
All right.
What do I do, DM, to
give me a
It's to make a hit on the legs, so it's a called shot, right?
I mean, I'm not really trying to hit the spider. I'm trying to break the vial or the flask of oil
On
underneath
the
it, on the wall underneath it. So I don't know what I don't know.
All right, let's give me a strength check with athletics.
Well, that's a little bit better than just a straight strength. Man, I didn't do shit.
Oh no.
I rolled a 7. I doused myself in the oil.
I'm telling you,
It puts the lotion on.
being slippery is an advantage. Don't make it into a negative.
Okay. But yeah, I rolled a 4. My athletics is a 3. 4 plus 3 is 7.
All right.
How bad did I fuck up?
Well, you hit the wall, but you didn't hit the spider's wall. It's kind of now on the wall, just kind of dripping in front of you.
Yeah. I look at the spider and go, I meant to do that.
If you rolled a 1, then it would have been on you.
Well, thank God I didn't do that. Well,
Bye, sis.
if you were my sister, au revoir.
My turn.
Actually, you know what? As a free action, I'd like to call out to Tempest and see if I get any kind of reaction out of the sack.
All right. As you call out, there isn't any kind of response from the sack.
All right. I salute the spider and I turn around and go back.
What are you
What
doing?
if they're unconscious?
I
came all the way down here to find my sister, unless it's hard.
I tried, damn it. I tried. That's all. No, that's it. That's all I got. I'll just stand there and wait for one of my partners to come up and do something.
All right, I got some questions, D-Walk. Some logistical things.
All right, shoot.
How heavy is the spider? You said it's 8 feet tall, but it doesn't mean that its whole body is 8 feet. It could be a tarantula, which means it's
a
evenly
large
dispersed.
creature.
Or is it like more like a daddy long legs type thing, where all the weight's in the middle?
Let's go with the daddy long leg style.
Okay, so then its legs are its weak point. Yeah.
Yes.
How much thread is there between the actual body that they're dragging and the hands that are holding it? Or is it like on a twine pulling a bag, or is it actually holding the actual body pulling it? Do you know what I'm saying? Is it like a balloon? Imagine like a balloon, like the body's the balloon and then there's a thread and they're pulling the thread. Or is it just like a hot pocket and they're holding the sides of it, pulling it? These are bad descriptions. I should come up with better ways to say it.
Is the spider holding it hamburger or hot dog style?
I actually saw someone on the internet say a hamburger or a hot dog the other day. Did you fold your paper as hamburger or hot dog? And I was like, get the fuck out of here. I've seen it in the wild. That's crazy.
Thanks for listening to Freelance Heroism Plays Dragon Heist. If you would like to support us, please check out our Patreon. We're at patreon.com/freelance_heroism. We have different things there. Character journals, art, bloopers, stuff like that.
Our cast includes me as Dr. Kavir the Raven, Rachel as Adri the Highborn Artificer, Nate as Rain Trichet, Dockside Officiant, and of course, D-Walk as Dr. Midnight, and everybody else in the game. Thanks for listening to Freelance Heroism Plays Dragon Heist, and we don't invoice in this group. We'll be back next week with more episodes, so stay tuned. Rachel,
Dees.
I'm going to sneeze.
Uh-oh.
Edit. Good God, my baby. I am going to die.
Oh no.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Hold on.
Mhm.
Okay.
Are you right now?
No, kind of. It was like the back of my eyeballs tickled for a minute. Okay.